The trunk of Ganesh. Non details ପାଠ ଏଟା ତାର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଉତ୍ତର ଆମେ ପଢମୁ। Number one part one ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଦେଇଛି। Number one. Soon after his bath, what did Govind Mahana do? Govinda Mahana finished his bath in the courtyard at sunrise. He took glass of tea from his wife's hand, but his finger suddenly slackened and the glass slipped off his hand. Why was the anxious in the morning? He was anxious in the morning because the same unfortunate incident happened that day. What was Govind Moharana trade? Idol making was Govind Moharana trade. What was bothering him since last 3 days? It was the third day success that the trunk of Ganesh broke. It was the incident that was bothering Govinda since last 3 days. Worried Govind Mahana gave reason for the breaking of trunk. What are they? The worried Govind Mahana gave reason for the breaking of trunk. Whereas it was so due to having meddled with the private lips of God. Yet, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ reason ହେଲା another reason could be using his power too carelessly, and the ionic image he had been making were not exactly those his father would have made in his time. Number 6. Sulochana did not want to question him for his work. What is the reason behind this? Wife Sulochana did not want to question her husband Govinda for his work because she fully knew his ability and frame behind idols. He was one of the best image markers in the whole town, left, which made her proud of him. Number 7. What did come to Sulochana's mind when the thought broke again on the third day? When the trunk broke again on the third day, Sulochana's mind was disturbed with some thought. She looked at her husband with panic-stricken eyes. It could be because her husband was growing older and his hand eyesight become weaker. Paragraph 2. The 61 year it seems possible the heading. How old was Govinda Mahana? Who were the family? Govinda Mahana, 61-year-old. His family compare of his wife and 3 sons. Was Govinda happy with eldest son? How did he spend each day? Govind was not happy with his eldest son because he did not care about his family through. He had wife, 2 children. But Govind's eldest son made himself nothing to follow He would spend most part of the day finishing idle farm shrimp and crab in the Mahanadi. List the change that had come to in designing of the figure. It was true that some stubble change had been affected by Gobind in the designing of the clay figure. They were clothing the clay image with new apparel, decorating them with bright color paint, particularly making the goddess slim and curved. Who was Ranju? What was the contribution to Govinda's family? Ranju was a Govind's youngest son. He had shown a clear promise to upholding his family ancestral tradition idol making. Where was idol place? Why did Govind keep idol there? The idol was placed very close to the open window. It was at a distance of only a meter. Govind kept there for it receive more sunlight to dry up. Why did Ranju request to Govind to close the window? Ranju request to Govind to close the window because the current wind blowing through the window might and cloud break the idol. Did Govind think that wind was responsible for breaking tongue? No, I don't think the wind was responsible for breaking the wind. Part 3. Why did Govind tell his son to sit in the workroom? Govind told his son to sit in the workroom to keep Basil find the intruder. Why did he choose that particular place to sit? He chose that particular place to sit so that he and his son Ranju could observe the door, the window, and image at the same time. Was Ranju awake all through the night? No, Ranju was not awake all through the night. What was the Govind thinking in darkness? In darkness, Govind was thinking all about a possible intruder who he suspect might steal into the workroom any time to break trunk of image. Who was intruder? How was it coming into room? The intruder was a cat. It coming into a room through the open window. Why Govind Maharana smiled at end? Govind Maharana smiled at end. That intruder was nobody else than mere cat, who had repeatedly broken to trunk the before. হচ্ছে why was Gobindavarna worried? What thought come his mind? Jinai পড়লো same দিচ্ছে in question 2. What were Slochana's reaction to the breaking tongue? Number 3. এটা ଟିକେ long question তার মানে পড়বার না. Why was proud of her husband? How did she value of her husband? Was Govinda Marana superstitious? What proof do you get from the story? Who helped Gobind in repairing the trunk? How do they differ their point of view regarding a breaking of the trunk? Number 6. Gobind Maharaj thought out many reasons for the broken trunk. What are they? Number 7. How did Gobind solve the mystery? What did it find? ଥିଲା ତେଙ୍ଗା ଯେ activity କେତେ ଅଛି